It's time for another top 5. And with this top 5, we're going over my top 5 aquatic plants. Let's jump into it. Coming in at number 5 is gonna be the Java fern. This is probably one of the most beginner-friendly plants in the entire hobby for a lot of reasons. One, the Java fern does not have to be planted into any substrate or sand. You can literally just squeeze this into any crack or crevice, and you also can glue this to any rock or piece of wood. And overall, the Java fern does not have a lot of requirements for your water, your temperature, or anything like that. As long as there is some nutrition in there for this Java fern, it'll keep growing great for you. Number 4 is gonna be Rala Atra. Let me grab some of this and show you. One reason why I love some Rala Atra is it is extremely easy to propagate, and depending on how much light you give it, some Rala Atra is gonna give off some really, really bright pinks. So let me actually get this in the water here. So some Rala Atra is gonna give off some huge, bright pinks, just like this. And as you can see, these little pea puffers think it's feeding time. But if you give Rala Atra enough light, it will turn pink like that. Another reason why Rala Atra is my favorite is if you want to propagate it, you can cut it at any point in this stem, stick it down to your substrate, and you got more Rala Atra. Up on number 3 is gonna be cryptocorn. I kind of am gonna put 2 different cryptocorns together. I'm gonna be putting cryptocorn green and cryptocorn brown together. Crypts are basically one of my favorite plants to have in your foreground, midground, or even all the way in the background. Because as you can see here, if you give crypts enough space and enough root tabs, they will grow huge for you. And I actually just wanted to show you the difference between the two. I have 2 pulled out. Here you can see the difference of the cryptocorn green. You can see it has that really light green texture. And then on the cryptocorn brown, you can see that it's a much darker hue of a leaf, and it has almost like those tiger spots in it. But if you're looking for a really fun plant to grow and have in any one of your aquascapes, check out cryptocorn green or brown. And my number 2 favorite plant is going to be Valaria. Again, there's a bunch of different species of Valaria. My top 2 favorites are probably gonna be the Gigantea and the Jungle Val. Those are just the easiest to grow in any tank conditions, whether you have high light, low light, whether you have a lot of nutrition or not a lot of nutrition, Valaria will grow like crazy. And just to show you how long some of these have gotten, this is in my 125 gallon, and this one, as you can see, is extremely long, and it's already planted in this tank. So this one's probably pushing, 3-4 feet long, and it would keep growing and growing and growing. But unfortunately in this tank, my severums just love to eat Val, but Valaria, check it out. And number 1, you probably all could have guessed it, but it's going to be Anubis. Not just any Anubis, Anubis Petite. Anubis Petite is probably one of the best plants to work with as a beginner aquascaper, as an experienced aquascaper. At any stage of you setting up a tank, you probably will want some Anubis Petite. The reason I love this so much is it grows anywhere. You don't have to plug it into substrate or anything like that. You can just shove it into cracks and crevices, or you can do what I did here, and you can literally just glue it onto a rock and then bury that rock into the sand. And this Anubis will grow fantastically. And as you can see in my newest tank, I used a ton of Anubis Petite to fill all the cracks going up and down the side of this tank. And if you're looking for a bulletproof, easy plant, check out Anubis Petite. And those were my top 5 aquatic plants for anybody in this hobby. If you enjoyed this top 5 and want to see some more, leave a comment down below for anything you'd like me to do a top 5 on, top 10 on, or just an interesting video. I want to hear from you guys, so let me know what you think. Other than that, it's time for me to do some aquarium maintenance and get you guys out of my room. Have a great time, everybody.